One and live. It is an overcast Saturday afternoon here at the Joseph P. and Mildred Murray Stadium Fields on the Catonsville campus of the Community College of Baltimore County as we are live for men's soccer action as the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals take on the Essex County Community College Wolverines. Hello, folks. This is the big man on the mic, Isaac Donsky, ready to bring you all of the action today for the final game of September as the Cardinals take on a brand new opponent they have never faced before, the Wolverines. First ever meeting between these two schools, at least in the last 10 years, which our data goes back to. And this is going to be a fascinating matchup. The Cardinals are coming out of a big September slump where they struggled throughout the month to find consistency, but they broke through with a big win over Carroll on Thursday night, winning 2-0 in that contest, although they probably should have won it by more, if you ask me. They are 4-6-1 on the season and are just 2 games below 500, looking to continue moving forward. And hey, they have already doubled their win total from last year. That's impressive. We still got half a season to go. Meanwhile, Essex County, well, this is a new addition to the world of CCBC soccer. Essex County, hailing from Newark, New Jersey, I believe, is a Region 19 school. They're one of 6 Region 19 opponents that the Cardinals face this year from up in the New Jersey, Pennsylvania area. And they're 3-4 on the season. It's been a weird year for Essex. In games that they have lost by very little. They're actually not as good. They're actually not as bad as their record would say. They play well, and when they win, they tend to win big. And when they lose, they tend to either lose big or lose by very little. Great example of that is that they were able to keep it within 3 against CCBC Essex, one of the top teams in the entire nation. As a result, this matchup is way more interesting than is one of the more, let me rephrase myself, they're one of the more interesting matchups that we've got this season. And it should be coming up in just a bit. Now, Essex was a bit delayed getting here today due to some trouble with their bus, but they did arrive just a little bit behind schedule, so this game will start around 1:30-ish. In the meantime, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. We don't have the starting lineup for Essex just yet, but we will get that as soon as we can. Here's the lineup and the starters for the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals men's soccer team. Starting a goal for the Cardinals will be a freshman from Hanover, Maryland, number 00, Franklin Duarte. Starting at forward, a freshman from Glen Burnie, Maryland, making his first ever start for the Cardinals, will be number 2, King Remy. Starting on defense will be a sophomore from Lagos, Nigeria, number 6, Caleb Akano. Starting at midfield will be a freshman from Stafford, Virginia, number 8, Gio Guerrero. Starting at forward will be a freshman from Lansdowne, Maryland, number 9, Giovanni Alonso. Starting on defense will be a sophomore from White Marsh, Maryland, number 11, Brennan Eibner. Starting at midfield will be a sophomore from Serekunda in the Gambia, number 12, Abdul Loam. Starting at midfield, a freshman from Baltimore, Maryland, number 14, Miguel Santiago Reyes Figueroa. Starting at striker will be a sophomore from Catonsville, Maryland, number 22, Mike Miranda. Starting on defense will be a freshman from Whitehall, Maryland, number 23, Colton Taylor. And finally, starting at forward will be a freshman from Mobile, Alabama, number 24, Michael Hogan. The Cardinals are led by head coach Kingsley Onwuka and assistant coaches Karma Belay and Brian Gruder. Now, as we wait for Essex County's starting lineup to come in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break as the Cardinals face off against the Wolverines for the first time ever here on the Cardinal Network. We'll be back with the starting lineup for Essex and the start of today's game in about 15 minutes. And just like that, we are back as we've got the starting lineup ready for you here for Essex County. Here is who they will be sending out onto the pitch today. Starting in goal will be a freshman from Morocco, number 0, Ahmed Rudain. Starting on defense will be a freshman from Kearney, New Jersey, number 2, George Lugo. Starting on defense, a sophomore from Barbados, number 3, Jaden Miller. Starting on defense, a sophomore from Italy, number 4, Paolo Gervasoni. Starting on defense, a freshman from Harrison, New Jersey, number 6, Kevin Guerrero. Starting on defense will be a sophomore from Kearney, New Jersey, number 7, Emmanuel Valentine. Starting at forward, a freshman from Spain, number 9, Angel Martin. Starting at forward, a freshman from Spain, number 10, Jaime Cobas. Starting on defense, a freshman from Barbados, number 16, Shaquille Beckles. Starting at midfield, a freshman from Newark, New Jersey, number 7, Giovanni Zayas. And starting at forward, a freshman from East Orange, New Jersey, number 24, Amard Babakap. The Wolverines are led by head coach Tiago Santos and assistant coach Pedro Sosa. Those are the Wolverines for Essex County Community College. They will face CCBC Catonsville here. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with the start of today's game. all set to go here at the Joseph P. and Mildred Murray Stadium Field here at the Cardinals Nest as the Wolverines. They'll be wearing all yellow with green numbers. Catonsville will be in their home whites with red numbers, black trim.
Essex will be in the gold jerseys. They will be the guests on the scoreboard this afternoon. They will be moving right to left for those of you in the seats during the first half. Catonsville will be in the white jerseys. They will be the home team on the scoreboard. They will be moving left to right in the first half. Thank you for the pause.
Problem. It's a cloudy day here in Catonsville. Kind of gusty winds coming through. Not very cool, but mostly a little warm, but also just a little chill in the air. Very warm down on the field, though. Keep that in mind. Well, this will be the only Saturday matinee for the Cardinals this at home this year. The remainder of their games will be on Tuesday and Thursday nights. Catonsville coming off that big win against Carroll, looking to keep it going as they will face Essex here today. The second Essex team they have played this year. Lord knows we remember the first Essex game. Speaking of Essex, they have won the toss, and it will be Ahmad Babakop who will kick off here for the Wolverines. Referee getting the signal from the sideline judges to make sure everything's set to go. As we are underway with the Wolverines and the Cardinals here in the Cardinals Nest. Wolverines beginning with possession. And immediately the Cardinals offense showing an aggressive push. There's Mike Miranda trying to insert himself into the battle. Down goes Abdul Loam. Excuse me, that's Caleb Akano. He stays on his feet just enough to regain control. And he's going to head it back, send it back to the defense. And that's the Cardinals defense that has been so spectacular this season. The big red wall. They had a little bit of a September slump, but they've gotten back on top thanks in large parts to some players coming off the bench to help out. Here's a shot by Guerrero downfield trying to get it to Mike Miranda. He won't be able to get there in time. Maybe. Intercepted by Michael Hogan. Hogan breaking through. Hogan puts up a shot off the side of the net. So close was Hogan. That should be a corner kick, though, I believe, because the goalie did touch it, and it will. And right off the bat, the Cardinals with a great scoring opportunity, thanks to that aggression there by Michael Hogan.
Corner kick, Catonsville.
So a fantastic start for the Cardinals here as Hogan showing that speed that makes him such a dangerous player, as Gio Guerrero will take the corner kick for Catonsville less than a minute into the contest. Well, just about a minute. Corner is on its way. It will be tipped by the goalkeeper, but will go out of bounds. I think that's going to be another corner. Yes, Catonsville will get another shot.
Corner kick, Catonsville.
That's goalkeeper Ahmad Rudain with a couple of tips there. As from our press box, I'm trying to see who will be the... Oh, we can't see who's taking the corner at this point. I believe it's Hogan. Just trying not to get in the way of the camera. Yep, Hogan it is. He will send it on its way. Caught by Rudain. He does fall down with it, but manages to keep possession. So Essex manages to hold off there, but a great start for the Cardinals offense, who looked so much improved last week, or earlier this week. As Rudain will toss it in. Hogan trying to fight to get it back. It's intercepted by Hogan. He gets it out to Alonso. Alonso gets it back to Hogan. And Hogan flips it up back to big Colton Taylor. He falls down, but the ball is perfectly positioned for Caleb Akano to snatch it up. Now Akano has to bounce away from a defender. That's Giovanni Zeese, who is closing in. They get it back to Miguel Figueroa. Figueroa trying to find Abdul Loam. Loam open, but it's going to roll too far out of bounds, and that's going to be a goal kick for Essex County. Check that. It'll be a throw. No, it will be a goal kick. I'm getting bad information from my spotter there. All funny. No harm done. Cardinals offense once again working here to try to get possession of the ball, and they will, as that was tipped off the foot of number 16, Shaquille Beckles. That possession will go right back to the Cardinals. As Catonsville, so far in these opening minutes, have kept the ball firmly on Essex's side of the pitch. Abdul Loam will toss it in. He's trying to get it up to Hogan. It's batted around by Alonso. Hogan fighting for it. And it's knocked out of the way by number 6, Kevin Guerrero. Does go out of bounds, though, so possession once again will be for the Cardinals. Check that. It'll be possession for Essex. As it's... Oh, no, there was a foul called. Okay. We did not see there had been a foul called there, but that is the reason. It'll be a free kick instead for Essex. On its way, crossing into Catonsville territory for the first time today. And Gio Guerrero flips it to Akano. Now it's taken away by number 7, Emmanuel Valentin. Valentin finds his man down on the near side. They're going to kick it back to number 2, George Lugo. Lugo will send a shot up, headed up by Colton Taylor. Tries to avoid a handball there, knocks it back, and Essex man is on it. That's number 3, Jaden Miller. Miller with a shot blocked by Duarte. Great save by Franklin Duarte. And the Big Red Wall comes up with a stop here as Essex's first offensive attack goes nowhere. Duarte will roll it out to Figueroa as Catonsville resumes their play. Gets it to Loam, but they're boxed in. The defense is playing hard here. They get it back to Duarte. Duarte will send a nice kick up for Brennan Ivner. Ivner a little bit sneaky. He's known for finding himself wide open, getting into situations. Now he pitches it down to Gio Guerrero. Guerrero coming up the near side of the pitch, looking for an opening, trying to get it to King Remy. He puts it up, gets past a defender, but it's caught by Rudain. No harm done for Essex. Both teams, good look so far early in this contest. Both of these teams are pretty evenly matched, I'd say, record-wise, but we're going to see talent-wise if they can match up. As that kick sent way back gets away from Babacap. And we'll go back to the Cardinals' defense. Here's Abdul Loam finding Caleb Akano, the team's captain. Akano will dish it out to Colton Taylor. And he'll send a booming kick down to King Remy, self-described fastest player on the team. Remy trying to use his speed. He finds Mike Miranda. Miranda will send it back to Remy. It's intercepted briefly by Lugo. Cardinals offense continuing a hyper-aggressive press. Alonso getting in there. Hogan breaks up that play. Hogan with a chance now, but he's boxed in by number 16. That's Beckles. Hogan looking for an opening. He's going to pass it out to Alonso. Alonso backtracking. He finds Caleb Akano. Akano will get it to Gio Guerrero. Guerrero's got a nice foot on him if he can get a shot off. He's going to pass instead to Eibner down on the near side. I apologize if my head is getting in the way. That one is knocked out of bounds, and a corner kick should be coming up here for the Cardinals. And I do apologize if my head gets in the way, folks. The way our press box windows are built, not only do they sometimes get in the way of the camera shot, but they also are in a position in which I have to kind of crane my neck over to even see what's going on that side of the pitch. Corner's on its way. Tipped by the goalkeeper, kept alive by Alonso. Giovanni Alonso dishes it out to Akano. Akano breaking away from his man. Akano gets it into Eibner. Eibner trying to find Akano again. It's knocked out and will be out for another corner. As timeout is called, Ahmed Rudain is down and not getting up. He's hurt. I wonder if he got hurt while he was trying to knock the ball out of that last corner. As they're now calling our athletic trainer, Miss Abby Miller, out onto the field. At least they were for a second. She's still holding on the sideline. Catonsville's got a corner kick coming up here as they're checking Rudain. I wonder if he hurt his hand when he was making that last stop. He seems to be okay, so we'll resume play. Michael Hogan getting held back there as he's trying to get himself into the net. Gio Guerrero will take the corner on its way. Headed by Remy. Shot taken by Alonso, but it sails out of bounds. Not really a shot, more just like an arc. But a good try there by Giovanni Alonso. He's one of the very talented young players the Cardinals picked up in the offseason. And he has been an integral part of this offense. Does a great job of setting up plays. He and Gio Guerrero, the two Gios, I'm going to start calling them. Here comes Essex. Essex has been a little... forget that thought. Hogan might have a chance with an interception there. Gets away for two jerseys. Here comes Michael Hogan. Hogan fighting one man out of bounds. Another corner coming up for Catonsville. Essex keeps doing this if you haven't noticed. Essex keeps doing this. Essex has been very slow when their defense has the ball. I wonder if there's anything to that, because it's allowed Catonsville to continuously intercept passes and have a chance at these corners. Hogan sends his corner on the way. It'll be headed up and bounced away by Essex, but could be kept alive by the Cardinals. Guerrero will get it to Akano. He has to wrestle it away from number 10, Jamie Kobas, and they get it to Abdul Loam. Loam flips it down to Guerrero. Guerrero with a nice pass there, deflected back to Abdul Loam. Loam will send it up for Alonso, but it's taken away by Essex. Now watch Essex here. Their defense has been moving very slowly in these opening minutes, which has allowed the Cardinals to really get in there. There's King Remy adding some pressure. They dish it out to number 21. That's Giovanni Zeus. I keep trying to say Zeus there, but it's Zeus. And now the Essex offense on the move. Nope, broken up by Colton Taylor. He passes out to Abdul Loam. Loam gets it back to the captain. Akano has to work for it. There was a slide tackle to nowhere there. They get it to Babacop, and now they get it down to number 3, Jaden Miller. All by his lonesome, surrounded by white jerseys. He's trying to get it out to Babacop. It's headed away by Figueroa. The defense coming up clutch here. Maybe they're going to have to try a little harder here. Here's another chance. Shot blocked by Figueroa. They get it down to King Remy, and now it's a track meet between Remy and Miller. Remy trying to get around 2 men. It's knocked out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Cardinals. Boy, that was a sequence. I don't mean to intrude on my cameraman's personal space, but it's the only way I can kind of see what's going on that side of the field. My apologies, Anthony. Akano trying to set up a play here. He'll get it out to Figueroa. Figueroa looking for an opening. Now with a deep pass down for Mike Miranda. And too deep of a pass. It lands into the midst of Rudain. Cardinals' offense has looked stellar so far in these opening minutes, looking like the same offense we saw on opening day against Mercer, and the same offense we got to see against Carroll. And we might see more of that offense. Hogan with a steal. Hogan slashes it up to Miranda. Miranda back to Hogan. Great pass, but too much power. I think it may have been deflected by an Essex defender as Rudain scoops it up. Now he will toss it in, trying to get it out to Kobas, and they'll get it down to the offense. Or will they? Figueroa with a nice header. Breaks up that play, gets it to Guerrero. Guerrero breaks away from his man. Oh, the Cardinals have had great ball control today. I tell you what, nice pass there out to Alonso. Alonso looking for an opening, gets it to Miranda. Miranda back to Alonso. Alonso with a chance. And I think his attempted shot was partially deflected by number 4, Paolo Gervasoni, who got a foot in there, prevented him from getting a proper shot off, and Rudain scoops it up. Much like the Carroll game, it's starting to turn into one of those games of when are the Cardinals going to finally break through and get one going? That is the question. Defense still alive. Ooh, Akano falls down there. This is going to give Essex a chance. Essex is going to try to get it out to Jaden Miller. Intercepted by Colton Taylor. Sent back. Lugo is there to keep it alive. Now Lugo trying to get it to Zeus. Here's a chance for Duarte to make a save. Zeus chasing down the ball. Out of bounds. Corner kick coming up for Essex. So now Essex will get a really good chance here. Deep in Catonsville territory. And let's see if the Cardinals defense can come up with a stop here. We know the offense has looked great so far. Just haven't been able to connect. Can the defense manage to get something going? Corner kick will be sent on its way, I believe, by Martin, number 9. On its way. And batted back out of bounds for another corner by King Remy.
Corner kick, Essex.
Good try, though, for Remy. And my mistake, folks, it was number 7, Emmanuel Valentin, who was taking the corner kick. 6 corner kicks so far at the opening 10-ish minutes of this contest. We got 33 minutes to go in the first half. Valentin sends it on its way. Knocked up and over the goal for a goal kick. No, another corner. I believe Gio Guerrero got a head on it. That's why they're gonna give them another corner. Well, we saw the same thing happen earlier. Now it's with the Cardinals offense. Now it's their defense that has to withstand 3 straight corners. Okay, we go for 4 straight. Valentin's kick is on its way. Headed out of there by Figueroa. Man, he has been such an impact on defense. And it's going to get the ball to Hogan. Hogan sends it down to Mike Miranda. Miranda leaps over a man to keep it alive. What a pass there by Hogan, but that's going to be offsides. That'll be offsides as Rudain comes in. That would have been a scintillating play. Miranda leaping over his defender. Hogan coming in with the assist, which would have left Miranda wide open there. But offsides is going to be the call. So a free kick coming up here for the defense of Essex. It'll be taken by Martin. Martin sends it down. It gets passed nearly to Babacap. Kept alive. Remy will dish it out to Eibner. Eibner looking for an opening. Eibner sends it on its way, trying to get it to Alonso. It's going to be a track meet between Alonso and number 6 Guerrero. Guerrero boots it out of bounds, possession to the Cardinals. And once again, I have to invade my cameraman's personal space. They really need to extend the windows here. Let's make it known. We need the windows in our press box extended so that we can see every inch of the field. Eibner will toss it into Taylor to set up a play. Taylor will send it up, trying to get it to Guerrero. Guerrero trying to find Hogan. It's knocked away by the defense, and it will be another throw-in as that one leaves the park. And our ball runner Kyle is going to have to do some extracurricular activities to get it. So Abdulom will toss in here. No subs so far in these opening minutes, although we do have a couple warming up on the sideline for Catonsville. I believe that's Jason Astudillo and Bradley Ramirez who are warming up. Ball is tossed in. They try to get it to Miranda. It's knocked away by Essex's defense. Catonsville will try and keep it alive here. Akano finds Loam. Loam tiptoeing the sideline, and a foul is called. No, it went out of bounds. That was close. Out of bounds, headed up. Essex trying to kick it out. It's kept alive. No, it'll go back to Essex. They get it to Babacap. Babacap looking for an open man. He's going to break out of a double team, but can't break away from Miguel Figueroa. Now the Cardinals defense, couple of quick passes here to set up a play. Taylor looking for an opening. And his pass intercepted by Zeese. He will dish it out to Kobas. Kobas finds Lugo back to Kobas. Kobas will send it up now to Beckles. Beckles gets it down to Valentin, and it's intercepted by Alonso. Assist with Miranda there on the breakup. Here's Figueroa. Passes up to Akano. Akano dishes back to Guerrero. Guerrero will send it back to Colton Taylor. We're going to set up another play here, it looks like. Taylor gets it to Figueroa. He's got to be careful to keep control, and he does. Now Figueroa, nice pass downfield, trying to get it in a position for Hogan, but unfortunately it was deflected by Miranda and scooped up by Rudain. Cardinals will still have possession, though, as Alonso with the steal. Gets it to Loam. Loam finds Miranda. Miranda with a deep shot right into the hands of Rudain. Good try there. Good try by Mike Miranda. And now the Cardinals once again trying to get a steal. Here's Hogan fighting for it. Hogan trying to keep it alive. It's deflected to Miranda. Maybe a chance. Miranda trying to get out to Remy. It's broken up by Guerrero. Cardinals offense really attacking hard here, trying to keep Essex's defense on their toes, and so far it's worked. They're trying to get it down to Babacap, broken up by who else? Figueroa, and he finds King Remy. Remy coming in there. Ooh, falls down. Missed an assignment there. And now here is Lugo. Lugo down the far side, near side. Lugo with a shot deflected by Taylor, kept alive by Akano. They're going to get it back to Zeese. Zeese sends it up to Kobas. Kobas looking for an open man, trying to find Babacap one-on-one. Oh, he missed it. He missed it. And what a stop there by Taylor. Colton Taylor took advantage of Babacap missing his assignment. It's going to be a corner kick for Essex. But what a stop by Colton Taylor.
Corner kick, Essex.
Big bad Colton Taylor getting a foot in there and breaking up that play. Valentin will do the honors once again for the free kick, the corner kick. 4 corners each for each player. On its way. For each team, excuse me. And it's headed away. They do get a shot off, intercepted by the defense, though. And they're going to try and send it down to Miranda. I don't think he has the speed to catch before Guerrero gets there. He won't. Guerrero will boot it out of bounds. Possession to the Cardinals. As into the game for the Cardinals comes some subs. Into the game comes number 7, Bradley Ramirez, and if that gentleman could just turn around for me real quick, number 17, Jason Astudillo. So the Cardinals going to refresh their offensive attack here.
For Catonsville, number 7, Bradley Ramirez. Bradley Ramirez, number 17, Jason Astudillo.
And right off the bat, we'll get a chance. Here's Ramirez, one of the fastest, most electric players on this young team. Scored the clinching goal last game out against Carroll. That goes out of bounds. Possession to the Cardinals. So the addition of Ramirez and Astudillo replacing Remy and Hogan should give the Cardinals a little bit more speed on offense. They already had a lot of it with Hogan and Remy, but I think they get some extra power now with Astudillo's big boot. And Ramirez brings speed and power. He's one of the Cardinals' top goal scorers this season. Ball tossed in, broken up by Essex, and they send a pass back, once again trying to get it to their big striker, Babacap. Instead, it's kept alive by Colton Taylor. Taylor finds Figueroa. Figueroa trying to get it to Ramirez. Ramirez will keep it alive. He sends it down to Guerrero. Man in the middle, Guerrero. He's going to pass it down to Eibner. That's going to be a tricky pass there, but Eibner keeps it alive. Now Eibner gets it to Astudillo. Astudillo finds Eibner, who had to run out of bounds. I apologize if I just bumped into the camera. I'm trying to see what's happening. As it goes out of bounds, goal kick coming up here for Essex. And I do apologize once again if my head is in the way. About 25 minutes to go in this contest. We're about halfway through the first half. Essex's defense playing keep away here from the Cardinals, but they got to be careful, and that's why, because there's always going to be an open man. Guerrero passing it up, trying to get it to Ramirez. Nice pass. Ramirez finds Miranda. Down goes Miranda. No call by the ref. I don't know about that one. And it's intercepted by Guerrero. Guerrero with the interception, trying to break away from Beckles. It's taken instead by Essex. Another interception forcing Essex to once again reset. Here's Guerrero. Sends it up, trying to get it to Valentin. Briefly broken up by Alonso. Miranda gets in there, breaks it up. Acano passes down to Miranda. Now Miranda, he's got options. He's going to send it up for Ramirez. Bradley Ramirez with chance. Shot too high through the uprights for a field goal, but that's the wrong type of football, folks, on this day. But a good play there by Miranda and Ramirez to try and set that one up. Cardinals are getting closer. This is starting to feel a lot like the Carroll game, where Catonsville's offense had firm control of this contest from the start. I do believe that in the interim there was a sub made by Essex. I think number 9, Angel Martin, has subbed out of the contest. I'm trying to see who came in, but I think number 11 came into the game. Yes, we'll get that in 1 second. That one is headed up. Astudillo falls down trying to cover his man. And they get it to Kobas. Kobas will send it up to Zeese. Back to Valentin they go. Valentin broken up by Alonso. He has to backtrack on the defense. The Essex player who checked into the game, by the way, is their own number 17, Familson Pierre from Newark, New Jersey, the midfielder. Now here's a chance. That's broken up by Figueroa. We missed that earlier, but Angel Martin subbed out of the game, and it appears he was limping on the sideline with what looked like a possible knee injury. And Familson Pierre has entered the contest for Essex. Lugo will toss in. Tries to get it to Miller. Miller with possession. Miller with a chance. Deflected. He was trying to go for a crossing pass. And here's Pierre chasing down the ball with Ramirez, all up in his business. Ramirez breaks away. Regains possession and will send that one up. Trying to get it to Alonso. Loam had a foot on it, and it's caught up by the defense. And goes right back to where it started with Ramirez. Ramirez finds Miranda. Miranda, nice pass up to Ramirez. Ramirez has to stop short. Ramirez got jammed up there as Valentin makes the play. Figueroa breaks it up. Kobas passes down to Zeese. Zeese trying to get Miller down on the near side. Miller finds Zeese. Zeese, long shot, off target. Goal kick coming up for the Cardinals. So the defense holds firm here. It's a good sign. Try to get it to Ramirez. Ramirez passes to Guerrero. Guerrero passes to Miranda. Miranda trying to find Alonso, but it's broken up. Now Miranda coming in there for the fight. Valentin had to stop short, and Ramirez sends it down for Alonso. Alonso, one man to beat, maybe two. Alonso, Giovanni Alonso, backs up, trying to find a shot. Gets a shot off, deflected. Deflection, maybe? Miranda has it. He pops it up. Almost grabs his own reflection. Astudillo will keep it alive. And Astudillo struggling with it. He finds Eibner. Eibner sends it up to Alonso. Alonso backtracks, gets it to Akano. Akano finds Guerrero. Guerrero looking to set up a play. Guerrero will get it to Eibner. Eibner sends it up for Ramirez for the header. And Rudain manages to snatch it away. Good offensive series for the Cardinals there. Weren't able to get a play. Weren't able to find pay dirt. Now the Cardinals will go back on the attack. They send it down to Eibner. Eibner gets it up to Astudillo. Back to Eibner. He missed his assignment, but Guerrero is there. Can't get there in time to keep it alive. Akano will back them up, though. He finds Taylor. Taylor sending it up, but it's taken away by Kobas. Jamie Kobas trying to get around Figueroa. He will. He sends it up for Pierre. Pierre dodging. A slide tackle taken away by Colton Taylor. Taylor gets it up to Abdul Lome. Now Lome will send it up. It's scooped up by Alonso. Alonso gets it back to Lome. Lome passes down to Guerrero. Guerrero will send it up to Taylor to set up a big kick here. As there's a collision there with Abdul Lome trying to break out of a double team. Lome's going to have to backtrack. He gets it to Taylor. 20 minutes left until the half. As it appears that we've got some fans who have wandered out onto the warning track. One of our ball runners just told them they need to go back up in the stands. As the Cardinals may have a chance here. They try to get it to Alonso. Nice header. Lost track of the ball for a second. Fighting with it. Fighting with Beckles to get it. Miranda will keep it alive. Hop, skip, jumped around. Miller gets it back to Valentin. Valentin sends it downfield for Babacap. Babacap can't corral the ball. Nearly stolen away by Astudillo. Lugo gets off a shot. It's deflected. Here comes another shot. And this one will be stopped by Duarte. So goal kick coming up for the Cardinals here. Duarte will send it over to Brennan Eibner. Eibner, nice play, gets it to Astudillo. Astudillo fighting to keep control, keeps it alive. Eibner wasn't there to break it up as the sun comes out now. It's been sort of out, but now we've got direct sunlight onto the field, and you know that's got to be uncomfortable for some of these players. Ramirez with the deflection. Picked up instead by Zeese, stolen away by Guerrero. Refs have been very quiet today. That's a good sign. Only one foul called, I think. Maybe two. Just one. Okay. Essex's offense trying to find some momentum here. They get it down to Lugo on the near side. Lugo sends it up to Babacap. Babacap gets off a shot. Duarte dives for it. It just missed the net, though. But a good effort by Franklin Duarte. Subs coming in for the Cardinals. Let's see who's going to enter the contest. So entering for the Cardinals, it's going to be number 10, Sharif Haidara, and number 21, Aziz Moti. Haidara missed the last couple of games. Moti, meanwhile, got his first start in the last contest. So the Cardinals going to reinforce the midfield here as they pull off Abdul Lom and
For Catonsville, number 10,
Giovanni Alonso.
and
Here's
number
Eibner.
21, Aziz Moti.
Eibner sends it up. It's briefly intercepted by the defense. As Ramirez trying to put some pressure. As Essex, once again, their defense not really reacting as fast as you would think. Here's Lugo trying to get a pass off to Zeese. Zeese, pass is blocked by Moti. Moti with possession. Moti trying to fake out his man. Moti, his pass is deflected. Can he keep it alive? He gets tripped up. No foul called. Astrudio will come in there. Passes back to Akano. Akano looking for an opening. Instead, we'll dribble it up and send it to Guerrero. Guerrero gets it back to Figueroa. Now Figueroa will send it back to Taylor. Cardinals just going to reset here. Taylor coming up. Sends one deep. Moti with a nice header, but it got behind him. He's going to have to race to get it. I think he might be able to get there in time. Yes, he does. He'll send it back down into open space for Guerrero. Guerrero gets it up to Ramirez. Ramirez. Deep pass. Header by Astrudio. And Rudain will scoop it up. So Essex once again trying to control this ball back. No, they won't. Moti with a steal. Flips it out to Haidara. Haidara finds Akano. Akano will send it back to Taylor. Once again, the Cardinals going to try and set up a play here. Taylor finds Figueroa. A couple of quick passes here. Got Eibner wide open on the near side if they want to try something there. Guerrero passes into Ramirez. It's broken up. Slips between Haidara. Deflection back. And they get a pass off from Miranda to Astrudio. Astrudio, Haidara sends it up for Ramirez. Ramirez is open. Ramirez with a chance. Ramirez shot blocked. Catches his own deflection. Handball on Bradley Ramirez as, oh! Uh-oh. That's a yellow card on Ramirez. I don't know if you caught that, folks, but they called the handball. Ramirez still had the ball. I don't know if he heard the whistle, but Paulo Gervasoni was trying to get the ball away so he could was trying to take the ball away so that he could set up the free kick, and I think Ramirez cleated him. There was contact there between Ramirez and Gervasoni, and a yellow card is given out to Bradley Ramirez. So a lapse of better judgment there by one of the Cardinals' star forwards as the offense gets back to work. Hopefully that doesn't start anything else.
Yellow card on Catonsville, number 7, Bradley Ramirez.
I'm going to chalk that one up as a little bit of overexcitement by Ramirez. Now a chance here for Essex off of the yellow card. Babacap trying to break away from Akano, stolen away by Moti. Cardinals defense coming up strong again. That big red wall. Astrudio will send it down, trying to get it to Miranda, but he is not going to be quick enough to get there. Got about 13 and a half minutes to go here in this first half. Been an exciting first half. A lot of good plays by both teams. 8 corners in total, 4 for each team. That pass gets up to midfield. Astrudio and Eibner trying to break it up. Eibner playing hard against Miller. Miller kicks it out. And they're going to send it back to the defense here to reset. Guerrero's got a play cooked up. He's going to send it to Valentin. Valentin will get it down to Lugo. Lugo will put it back to Valentin. Valentin, oh, off of Aziz Moti's head. Oh, man, he is hurt. That was big. Play continues. Moti shaking it off. That was a gnarly deflection. Hopefully it's nothing serious. We saw something like that happen earlier this season with Paul Catafalmo, and he got a concussion. He's currently out for a few weeks. They'll send that one down to Babacap, wide open, but he's got to backtrack a little bit to set up a play. Now sets up a crosser. Chance for a shot to get off. No, knocked away by Hydera. Cardinals are going to send in a sub. I think they're going to take Moti out. They're going to send in 2 subs. They're going to send in Giovanni Alonso, and they are going to send in Michael Hogan. They're going to keep Moti in, I think, unless they pulled Taylor and Astudio. So Giovanni Alonso and Michael Hogan subbing into the game for the Cardinals. As that goes out of bounds, possession to Essex.
Substitutes for Catonsville, number 9, Giovanni Alonso, and 24, Mikhail Hogan.
Essex backing up here. Getting off a long shot. Duarte comes out of net to make the stop. Now the Cardinals offense on the attack. There's a sliding tackle by Gervasoni. Gets it out to Pierre. Pierre looking for an opening. Broken up. Great play there by Hydera. Essex offense coming alive there. Broken up by Figueroa. Still kept alive. Maybe a chance for a shot. There was contact. No call. No foul called. Moti raising his hands up saying it wasn't me. As that went out of bounds, possession to the Cardinals. They're going to go quick here. They get it out to Miranda. Miranda nearly tripped up, keeping it alive, trying to keep it alive. He bits it up to Alonso. Alonso has it knocked out of bounds. Possession will still remain with the Cardinals. Cardinals going high tempo here with about 10 minutes to go in this first half. And they'll slow it down here so they can get the rest of the offense down there. Ball's thrown in. Ramirez will immediately tip it up, trying to get to Hogan, headed away by Guerrero. Moti intercepts. Moti fighting for it. Somehow manages to keep possession briefly, if only for a moment. Eibner coming in there to try and help out. It's deflected back to Essex. Here's Lugo. He will find Miller. Miller back to Lugo. Lugo up to Valentin. Valentin sends it up. Out of bounds. Possession will go back to the Cardinals. Cardinals defense now needing to be careful here. Duarte will send that pass out, trying to get it to Ramirez. It's headed up. Ramirez trying to keep it alive, deflected. Can they get a shot off? Maybe. Guerrero sends it deep for Alonso. Giovanni Alonso looking for a man. Boxed into the corner. Alonso backtracking, finds Hydera. Slips past Hydera to Guerrero. Guerrero will send it back to Akano. Akano gets it up to Figueroa. Figueroa finds Guerrero. Guerrero will go to Ramirez. Ramirez sends one up to Eibner. Eibner maybe with a chance. One man to beat. Cannot beat his man. Stolen away. Or maybe foul called against Eibner. That's going to be possession to Essex. So a free kick coming up here for Essex, deep in their own territory, and they'll simply use it for a reset to get it to Rudain, excuse me. Now the offense hounding against the Cardinals. That might be a chance there. Ramirez was streaking in. He's not able to get there in time. Moti with the header to keep it alive. Haidara will keep it alive now. Haidara looking for an open man. Flips it back to Guerrero. Guerrero will send it up for Alonso on a nice pass. Alonso trying to get it back to Guerrero. It goes out of bounds. Possession will remain with the Cardinals. With about 7 minutes to go in the first half. Still scoreless. They get it down to Akano. Akano finds Hogan. Hogan with a nice behind-the-back pass there, but it's intercepted by the defense. Now Essex will come on the attack. Here's Miller. Miller flips it back to Lugo. Lugo flips it up to number 10. That's Kobas. Beckles will send it up to Pierre. Pierre finds Kobas. Essex keeping it alive right now. Valentin will get off a deep shot. Duarte didn't need to make a move for it. Was wide. As a sub's coming in now for Essex, they're going to take out, I believe, Zeese. They're going to take Zeese out. And they're going to send into the contest. Let's see who that is. That's number 20, Rajon St. John from Irvington, New Jersey. So now the Cardinals will try and move it forward. St. John gets maybe a hand on it. Coach Kingsley Onwuka wants a handball, does not get it from the ref. That was close, though. Final minutes ticking away here in the first half. They get past Eibner there. Now a chance for Lugo. Triple teamed almost, has it stolen away by Haidara. Haidara down to Eibner. Eibner gets it to Hogan. Hogan looking for an opening. Hogan breaking away from a man. Hogan sends it up for Guerrero. Guerrero splits it down for Ramirez. Ramirez. His pass is deflected out of bounds. Possession will remain with the Cardinals. Deep in enemy territory with 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. They're going to backtrack here. Guerrero sends it back to Figueroa. Figueroa with a pass up and out of bounds. Possession will go over to the Wolverines. And we lost another ball, it seems, that went over the fence back there. Rudain's goal kick intercepted by Moti. As there is a squirrely kick there, almost picked up by Ramirez, instead goes back. Been a lot of those from Essex today. They just can't. Essex has been struggling with ball control here. As in comes another sub. Entering the game now for the Cardinals, and it looks like subbing out Miranda is going to be number 25, Andoleolua Omatoso. Andoleolua Omatoso, another freshman we haven't seen a lot of this season. Cardinals making a lot more subs this game than they normally have. Valentin will send that one up, trying to get to St. John. Instead, oh, what is Duarte doing? He is way out of net. That was a risky play there, but it worked. It's deflected out of bounds. Possession will go to the Cardinals. Cardinals are going to send in more subs. They're going to send King Remy back in, and they're going to send number 1, Jason Blanco, into the contest as well, as they've basically got their entire bench out there now, I believe. Yeah, they pretty much got their entire bench. Coach Kingsley really shaking it up here, putting in a lot of players who normally we don't see play a lot of unless it's garbage time. As Hogan heads that one up to Omatoso, it's deflected by Guerrero. So Cardinals going with a unique strategy here, getting some guys from the bench onto the open field. And this is great. We get to see what they could do. Nice pass from Hogan to King Remy. Remy keeping it alive, trying to get it to Omatoso. Omatoso finds Hogan. It was deflected by Hogan and out of bounds. The Cardinals subs here continuing to keep the offensive pressure up. I think that's what head coach Onwuka was looking for, trying to see if his subs can keep the offensive pressure going. Catonsville has been firmly in control of this game. Just haven't been able to find the net yet, but that kind of has been the case for the Cardinals in a few games this year where their offense has looked really good. They just haven't been able to connect on their shots. Maybe here. Remy finds Hogan. Hogan trying to use that speed to his advantage. Hogan. Crosser is deflected. He keeps it alive. Hogan fighting for it. Still keeping it alive. Wow, Michael Hogan puts that ball into play, but it's deflected back, and Eibner will let it roll out of bounds. 2 minutes to go. Akano sends that one up. There's a big collision. Down goes King Remy. No call after Rudain slammed into King Remy there. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession should go to Essex. But an interesting no call there as King Remy gets knocked to the ground. And now a foul called on Jason Blanco for making a little too much contact with Jamie Kobas. As King Remy now discussing something with one of the refs. I think he was asking why there was no call there. I'd like to ask that question too. Free kick will be kept by the defense. They get it out to Lugo. Lugo finds Kobas. Kobas double teamed. Heard some jeers there from the crowd. We got a very nice crowd out here today, folks.
1 minute remaining first half.
As 1 minute is left in the first half. Can one of these teams score to close out this half? Maybe not. The big red wall defense is going to come up strong there. Akano with the deflection. They get it to King Remy. Remy using his speed, breaking away from Kobas. Remy, he might have some options. Remy goes down hard, takes a tumble. Rudain comes out of net with a bit of a slide tackle there. There is a foul. Well, there is a foul called for Remy going down. Free kick coming up for the Cardinals. So that time, that's a bit of retribution. Guerrero will take the free kick. Cardinals are flooding up the box here with about 20-ish seconds to go. Clock starts. Guerrero. Free kick on its way. Picked up by Rudain. Boy, he has been a brick wall back there. Hard to get past. Cardinals are going to have to get creative at the half to try and figure out how to get past him. Final seconds ticking away. It's been an exciting first half, folks. It's going to be a scoreless tie as we head into the half. We'll see if the Cardinals can get their offense their Cardinals offense can connect on their shots come the second half. Now we'll see if Essex can get their offense to start working more. They've only had a few chances down in Cardinal territory.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our first half with our halftime score. Essex 0 and Catonsville 0. A reminder, our next home game will be 1 week from this coming Tuesday, October 10th, 4 o'clock versus Southern Maryland. The following Thursday, October 12th, home against Prince George's at 4. And our final regular season home game of the season, October 17th, a Tuesday against Potomac State.
We're going to go ahead and take a 15-minute break, folks. We'll be right back to see the conclusion of this game. You are watching the Cardinal Network. And we are back here at the Cardinals' Nest, the Joseph P. and Mildred Murray Stadium Field. The Catonsville Cardinals, CCBC Catonsville that is, taking on Essex County, the Wolverines. Scoreless at the half. Both teams have had plenty of good chances. The Cardinals' offense has looked fantastic. And on the field for the Cardinals to start the second half, it'll be Miranda, Hogan, Ramirez, Loam, Guerrero, Alonso, Eibner, Acano, Taylor, Figueroa, and the keeper, Duarte. Cardinals are going with a 3-5-2, hyper-aggressive offense here to start, and Taylor will boot that one down. Picked up by Essex immediately. Wolverines looked very solid on defense through that first half, able to keep the Cardinals well away from their goal. But Catonsville's offense has controlled the pace of this game. Figueroa passes up to Ramirez, intercepted, broken up briefly there by Kobas. They're going to kick it back to him. Kobas finds Valentin. Valentin trying to break away, but it's picked up instead by the Cardinals. Taylor will get a reset going here with Duarte, who will send a nice kick up to midfield. It will be headed back, though. And on the attack once again is Essex. There's a steal there by Bradley Ramirez. A good steal, too, and Ramirez will send it down for Mike Miranda. Can Miranda break away from one man? It's deflected out of bounds. Possession to Catonsville. Alonso will toss in. Ball tossed in. And out of bounds, goal kick coming up for Essex. Hogan got a little too aggressive trying to corral the ball there. Goal kick is going to be taken instead by one of the position players. I believe that was Gervasoni. And now another interception by Hogan. Using that aggression as a foul is called against either Valentin or Kobas. Couldn't see exactly who they called it against, but that's going to be a foul on Essex. Free kick coming up. Guerrero will send it back. It's scooped out of midair by Rudain. And a good stop for Essex. Feels kind of odd saying Essex because the Cardinals already have played Essex. That would be CCBC Essex. Two Essex teams in one season. It's a mouthful. Pass down to Babacap, trying to get a pass off. Instead, it's broken up by Taylor. Babacap goes down. No call by the ref as Loam wrestles the ball away from Pierre. As Ramirez falls, trying to get that off, and they get it down to Miranda. Refs have been very lenient with their whistles today. Only a few fouls called for each team. Miranda trying to get that up to Hogan. It's deflected by the defense and gets sent back to Gervasoni. Gervasoni passing up to Babacap. Babacap finds Zeese. It's broken up by Abdul Loam. Loam finds Guerrero. Guerrero passing in, trying to get it to Miranda, trying to get it back to Loam. They get it instead to Pierre. Pierre finds Babacap. Babacap looking to get a shot off. It's on its way, and it's way off target. Possession will go back to, the Cardinals. Corner kick. Oh, they're going to say it was deflected by a Cardinal player. That'll be a corner for Essex instead. A little hard to see sometimes from up here in the booth, folks. I do apologize. Kick on its way. And it will miss the offense entirely and roll out of bounds. Possession will go back to Catonsville. Ball is tossed in. bounced up by Zeese and kept alive by Essex. Beckles gets off a pass. Chance for Valentin, broken up by Colton Taylor. Essex has made some fine adjustments here on offense. They're able to keep the ball. As that one right there was, I think, I'll miss that possession. We'll go back to the Cardinals. Cardinals back with possession. Here's Akano. Contact made there, trying to break away from his defender. He gets it back to Colton Taylor. Now Taylor finds Eibner. Eibner needs to send it back to Duarte. Duarte passes up to Figueroa. Figueroa finds Ramirez. Guerrero fighting to gain control of the ball here. Finds Figueroa once again. Figueroa will send it up. Little chest bap there by Kobas. And Essex back on the attack. Missed assignment, scooped up by Akano. Now Akano with some options. Sends it down for Alonso. Keeper coming way out, and he sends that one sky high. Will it go keeper to keeper? No, we had hoped it would. And instead, it's picked up in the corner. Once again in the corner, I have to lean over to see. Here's a chance. They were trying to get it to Babacap, who was crossing over, wouldn't go. No one was there. Here's Hogan now, wrestling the ball away. Hogan passing out, trying to get it to Ramirez. Great ball. Ramirez with a chance, with a shot. Too high and a little bit off. Good try there, though, by Bradley Ramirez. Cardinals offense looking alive there after Essex had taken over there for a little bit to start this second half. So now it will be a goal kick coming up here. Gervasoni will take it. As you see Rudain motioning for everybody to move over. Eibner will break up that play. Offense once again getting aggressive. Miranda. Pressuring the defense, trying to get them to make a mistake. They might, nope. They do make a mistake there as Hogan gets an interception. He passes it out to Eibner. Eibner will pass it down for Miranda. Miranda. Got to hit the booster jets here, Mike. He will. He manages to get it. It's knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say it was Miranda who touched it last. Goal kick coming up here once again for Essex. Babacap fell. Taylor boots that one up. Gervasoni backtracking with it. Miranda covering him. Trying to see if he makes a mistake. Now Essex trying to get something going here, but Eibner providing great pressure, forcing the Wolverines once again to backtrack. Now they're going to try and push forward. They get the ball down to Pierre. Loam, great play there by Loam. Rolls out of bounds, though. Possession will remain with the Wolverines. They will toss it into Gervasoni. Offense moving up. Gervasoni passes out to Kobas. Kobas back to Gervasoni. Gervasoni will send that one up. Kobas with a little dinker. Can Miranda get there in time? He won't. Hogan coming in to cover up number 2. That's Lugo. Lugo's pass went out of bounds. Possession will go to the Cardinals. And Eibner will toss it in. We're seeing some breeze getting kicked up on the field here. Interesting to see if that has any effect on the ball. I don't think it will. It is noticeable. Essex looking to set up something here. They get the ball down to Zeese. Loam trying to break it up. Will do just that. Flips it to Figueroa. Figueroa gets it up to Guerrero. Guerrero goes down to Loam. Loam goes back to Guerrero. Now Guerrero will get it up instead to Taylor. Taylor finds Hogan. Hogan crossing across midfield, breaking through. Ramirez comes in there, keeps it alive with Hogan. Now Hogan passes it out for Alonso. Alonso with one man to beat, can't get there in time. It's scooped up by the keeper. Cardinals are getting more and more good looks here, but it's just like the Carroll game. They haven't been able to capitalize on any of them. Here's Guerrero streaking in to apply pressure to Cobas. Cobas passes out to Lugo. Lugo sends this one deep for Babacap. And Duarte is there to cover it up. Duarte will roll it out to try and get the offense to keep the speed up. He did that last game too. There was a little bit of a funny moment there where he tried to get the offense to speed it up, and they didn't. They'll get the pass down to Miranda. Miranda fighting here to try and keep it alive as he fights fiercely with Gervasoni. As a foul called, I think, on Miranda. Yes, foul is called on Miranda. As we've got another fan who was getting onto the fields there. We'll circle back on that, folks. We got something funny going down there on the near side. Defense applying a lot of pressure here to Valentin. They get it down. Trying to get it to Pierre. Figueroa, ooh, missed that one. But he keeps it alive. Good play there by Miguel Figueroa. Finds Ramirez. I don't think Ramirez was ready for it. Stolen away in a double team by Zeese. I'll kick it up to Gervasoni. Gervasoni trying to keep it alive. As a foul is called, that one is on Jamie Cobas. That little thing I was talking about earlier, folks, there was a fan who had walked onto the field, and I think he was, I think one of our ball runners was informing him he had to leave, and the fan was getting, was given some lip to one of our ball runners, it looked like, from what I could tell. Buddy, I hate to tell you this, but you're in the wrong here. That pass sent down towards Guerrero, headed out of bounds by Beckles. Our track around our stadium is used for public use by members of the community, but it is off limits during games. Longtime viewers will know that we've oftentimes had to pause in the middle of our broadcast in order to send a message out to let school children know they need to get off of the track until after the game is ended. That's usually on the weeknights when youth soccer uses these fields. Cardinals offense trying to find an opening here. Guerrero will send that one up. Good ball placement by Guerrero. Gets it to Abdul Loam. Loam is lethal here in this section of the field. Tries to get it to Guerrero. Guerrero fighting to avoid getting tripped up by Beckles. And he will send it back to Taylor. Cardinals just can't seem to get the ball into the box. They find Hogan. Hogan avoids a push. Back to Taylor. Taylor will send that one up, trying to find Eibner. Eibner keeps it alive with a crossing route. Header Miranda! No! He was off target. So close, though, was Mike Miranda. That might have been the closest the Cardinals have come yet. So goal kick coming up here for Essex. Once again, I think they're going to let Gervasoni take control of it. And he will send that one down. Deflected by Lugo. Almost stolen away by Eibner. Valentin with it now. Does have it stolen away, but it's kept alive by Cobas. Until Ramirez comes streaking in to make the stop. Gets it to Guerrero. Guerrero finds Miranda. Good ball placement. Maybe offside called. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Now this is giving me flashbacks to the Northern Virginia game where the Cardinals kept getting called for offsides because Nova kept lagging on their defenders to try and draw them offsides. That was annoying. I know we're supposed to not be super one-sided in these contests, folks, but, I mean, at the end of the day, one of these teams signs my paychecks, so we are a little biased up here in the booth, just a little bit. Essex with a couple of nice passes there, trying to probe Catonsville's defense. That one's taken away by Hogan, rolls out of bounds. I think, yes, possession will go to the Cardinals. I thought it was going to go the other way, but no, it will go to Catonsville. Eibner will toss in. And he tries to get it down to Miranda. It was headed up by Alonso. Sent backwards, kept alive by Eibner with a header. Kobas keeps it alive, but no one was there. No one was in that zip code, and that allows Ramirez to scoop that one up. Gets it down to Figueroa. Figueroa motions for calm, looking for an opening. He's going to send a nice pass out to Hogan. Hogan backs up, sends up a nice header. Ramirez streaking in to get it. It's kicked away by Kevin Guerrero. We'll go out of bounds, and possession will remain with the Cardinals. Eibner will toss in. There's a little feint on the first toss. Finds Hogan. Hogan finds Akano. Akano to Ramirez. Ramirez trying to kick it up. Akano still with possession. Gets off a shot. He tumbles down. Shot rolls out of bounds. There's too many bodies in the general vicinity to try and get a shot off cleanly there. We got about 28 minutes to go here in the second half, about halfway through this second half. Still scoreless. Cardinals defense doing what they do best. The offense just needs to figure out how to break through Essex's... Oh, hang on, we got a player down. It's going to be a foul, I think, on Gio Guerrero, number 8. As down went Emmanuel Valentin. Valentin's still down. Wondering if he's just catching his breath. Our athletic trainer, Abby Miller, waiting. They're going to stop the clock and call... Oh, no, now he's fine. Now he's getting back to his feet. It's funny how that works sometimes. There is strategy to it, folks, trying to get them to stop the clock. But in any case, whenever a player goes down, we try to treat it as serious just in case it is. Although we know it is a common strategy in soccer to occasionally, what's the term? Flop? Flop. Hogan, nice interception. Nice one. Gets it up to Miranda. Miranda breaking through, but got too much power there on that pass. As down goes another Essex player. Trying to see who that is. I think that might be Valentin again. Clock has already stopped. This one, I think, might be serious. That was a great chance for the Cardinals to score. Nope, Valentin is getting back to his feet, it looks like. It was him. Great chance for the Cardinals to score there. They're getting some great looks, like I was saying earlier, some great touches, but just cannot manage to close it out. Similar situation happened with the Carroll game. One can hope that Catonsville might be able to, Mike Miranda kind of getting up in the face of Rudain there, saying, let's go, get it started. No more dilly-dallying. Miranda showing a lot of aggression here, and I like that out of him. Alonso trying to get a steal. See, they're trying to sneak behind the defense here. I think that's what helped them out against Carroll, as Hogan with a nice steal. Hogan positions it nice. They're going to try and get it out to Ramirez. Ramirez keeps it alive, but does have to backtrack a bit. Ramirez, deflection back to Alonso. Alonso gets it down to Abdullah. My cameraman was pointing furiously there, as that one is picked up by the defense. Zeese. Nice little fake pass there by Zeese. He sends it back to Gervasoni. Now Gervasoni with a deep shot downfield, headed by Figueroa, and the Cardinals will retain possession. Flipped to Akano. Akano goes back to Taylor. Taylor looking for an open man. He'll find it in Eibner. Eibner back to Taylor. Taylor punts it up for Hogan, intercepted, but kept alive by Akano. Akano tripped a little bit there, but keeps on his feet. Tough men out there. Finds Eibner. Eibner trying to get it to Hogan. Stolen away by the defense. Defense keeping it alive. Zeese passes back to Kevin Guerrero. Guerrero, a little fake pass there. Fakes out Miranda. Passes it back to Gervasoni. This one sent up. This is risky. Essex has got to be careful here. They might get intercepted, and they will. Figueroa keeps it in play, sends it back. It's kept alive. They're going to try and get it out to Babacap. Babacap shakes away from Colton Taylor, out of bounds. As it might be a corner kick, I believe. Subs are coming in. They're going to send King Remy in for the Cardinals. I think he's going to sub in for Mike Miranda, it looks like. The other sub, it looks like they're going to send Rajon St. John back into the contest.
Corner kick, Essex.
Essex will take a corner kick here and try see what they can do. And again, folks, I apologize if my head gets in the way. I do need to lean over in order to see what's happening on that side of the field. On its way. Kept alive, out of bounds. St. John was the one who touched it last, and the Cardinals' defense holds firm. Boy, they have just been stellar today. Had a little technical issue there, folks, we had to deal with. As down goes King Remy. Foul called against St. John for knocking King Remy to the ground. St. John throwing up his hand saying, it wasn't me. The tape would say otherwise, my friend. Free kick, Cardinals will take it immediately, trying to get it out to King Remy. Remy, down he goes again. And another foul as King Remy falls again. This one against, I believe, who was that? Who? That was number 20. Was that St. John again? No, that was number 2, Lugo, who knocked him down that time. So King Remy with a couple of, gets fouled twice. This is going to set up another free kick deep in Wolverine territory. On its way and knocked away. Babacap keeping it alive. Loses control of the ball for a split second under pressure from Akano. Kicked out. Eibner got a boot on it. Babacap keeping it alive. Slides through. Akano will send it back to the goalie. Duarte, nice pass up trying to get it to Hogan. Was off target though. Now here's a chance. Miller fighting for it. Loam got hit hard. You could see him grimace on the ankle there. No call made. And they get it down to St. John. Crossing pass, deflected out of there by Figueroa. Oh, hit his own man as it slammed to Akano. He's back on his feet. Kept alive by Gervasoni. Excuse me. And now a chance for Miller. Miller fighting for it. Stolen away by Hogan. Hogan. Slide tackle out of bounds. Possession will remain with the Cardinals. They are getting chippy out there. We're starting to see some players getting a little handsy with each other. Case in point, Alonso and Beckles just were exchanging some words on the near side here. I don't know if you guys caught that at home. It's all in good fun, but we are seeing the aggression start to mount. Taylor sends that one towards the sideline. Remy is able to keep it from going out of bounds. Nope, it actually did go out of bounds. It looked like he saved it for a split second, but I think it just rolled out. Possession back to Essex. We've got under 25 minutes to go in the second half. It's still a scoreless tie. It's been a fantastic game. Great defensive play by both teams. Cardinals already have a tie this season. That was that game against Nova earlier this year. As the defense will make another stop there. Figueroa bats that one back. Loam keeps it from going out of bounds. Good play. Loam goes down. And a foul called here against Giovanni Zeese for knocking down Abdul Loam. Figueroa will send it up to Colton Taylor. Taylor finds Ramirez. Ramirez. Good play to Eibner. Eibner hesitates a bit. Cutting back. Down goes Eibner hard. No foul called. It's picked up by King Remy. Remy scything through traffic. Remy with a shot. That was a close one, but it went over the net. He did have Abdul Loam open, though, on the near side. I don't think he saw that. As the Cardinals will make a sub at this point. They're going to pull Abdul Loam out of the game, and they're going to send Sharif Haidara in, number 10. The Cardinals going to try and give themselves a little extra oomph here in the midfield, and they get that from the sophomore Haidara. Gervasoni sends that one dangerous down. There is a foul called. And that's going to be a yellow card, I think, on Gio Guerrero. Yep, a yellow card as Gio Guerrero tangled with Miller. Was that on Guerrero or Figueroa? I think it was on Guerrero. So this will give a free kick for Essex. Just past midfield with less than 20 to go. On its way, headed up by Guerrero, kept alive by Haidara, and scooped up by Alonso. Alonso has it stolen away, though, by St. John. Essex back with possession. Finds Babacap. Babacap fighting for it. Twisting away. It's stolen away by Alonso. He's got yellow jerseys everywhere. He sends it down for Ramirez. Ramirez fighting to keep it alive. It's knocked out of bounds. Possession should remain with the Cardinals. It will. Cardinals will reset on defense here. They get it to Figueroa. Figueroa looking for an opening. We'll send it up to Hogan. Ooh, Hogan limping there for a second. He got hit hard. And now an open man is St. John. With one man to beat, St. John, hounded by Eibner. Pass gets off. And it's going to be a corner kick for Essex. Keeping my eyes there on Michael Hogan, still limping a little bit. Essex with another chance here on offense. Essex really, their offense has improved drastically after the first half, and it shows they've had way more chances. Cardinals, meanwhile, haven't had nearly as many chances, but they kept the pressure up. Right now, it's just a game of trench warfare. Neither team able to really advance the ball much. Corner on its way. Deflected up into the air by Ramirez. Header! Goal, Essex. Essex breaks through and scores. It was number 16, Shaquille Beckles, who scores on the header, and the Wolverines take a 1-0 lead. That ball was deflected into the air by Bradley Ramirez of Catonsville. And Shaquille Beckles, number 16, nets the first goal of the contest. Essex takes a 1-0 lead over the Cardinals. Well, it was bound to happen eventually.
Goal number 16, Shaquille Beckles.
In the meantime, Essex did make a sub. We'll catch up to that in a second. As now Catonsville, they've got their work cut out for them, trailing 1-0. They'll send that one down for
Time of the goal, 27.
Ramirez. Ramirez trying to find King Remy. Hogan will try and keep it alive.
1, Catonsville 0.
Down goes Akano. No foul called. Guerrero wanted one. We did just have a Cardinal player who left the stadium. I don't know whether that's due to injury or something else. We'll try and keep you updated on that. Guerrero finds Hogan. Hogan slicing through traffic, finally goes down. And Essex back in control. So a late goal here by Essex. In a game like this, that might be all they need. They send it up to St. John, who retains control. And a foul called on St. John. Excuse me, it was out of bounds. Cardinals trying to get back on the attack here. You know, we need to have like a little cattle prod or a little zapper or something. So every time I make a mistake on what the call is, y'all got to zap me up here. Because I feel like I've been doing that a lot the last couple of games. I do apologize, folks. In my defense, it is hard to see on the far side of the pitch sometimes, but that isn't an excuse for everything. Here's Hogan, fighting through at least 5 different guys, and there was nobody back where the ball got deflected to. Kind of feels like the air has been sucked out of the Cardinals. And it would make sense. They played such a brilliant defensive performance and now trailing 1-0. Tossed in by Essex, headed up by Taylor. Eibner will kick it out. And they're trying to get it to Miranda. Kept alive briefly by Lugo. Out of bounds, possession will go back to the Cardinals. And it will remain with the Cardinals as that also goes out of bounds. Eibner will once again toss in. Tosses into Taylor. Taylor will bat it back to Figueroa. We didn't forget about that substitution made by Essex, folks. We'll get that to you as soon as we can. As they send this one deep for Miranda. Miranda double-teamed, now single-teamed, trying to fight Beckles for coverage. Miranda coming up. Crosser intended for Ramirez. It's batted straight up into the air, kept alive by Guerrero. Now Guerrero, nice move there to get away from Beckles. Keeping it alive, that is Pierre. Hill sent it up for Hogan. King Remy with a header. And Remy bats it up to St. John. A couple of subs, by the way, were made by the Cardinals there. Aziz Moti has re-entered the game for the Cardinals. And the sub we saw earlier, Babacap, was subbed out of the game. The player they subbed in for Essex was number 8. That's Ariel Aguilar, freshman midfielder from West Orange, New Jersey. Started to hear a lot more exasperations from the crowd, I'd say. As we're entering the final 13 minutes of this contest. Cardinals trailing 1-0 to Essex. It's been a good game. It's been a very good game. Somebody would have to finally score the way these two defenses have been playing, and unfortunately it was Essex. If you're a Cardinals fan, that is. If you're an Essex fan tuning into this, congratulations. You guys are up 1-0. Been playing a fine game so far. Valentin kicks it down to Beckles. Beckles will find Pierre. Pierre, shot deflected by Guerrero. Hogan is pressuring, so they're going to have to bat it out. And a nice steal by Miranda. Mike Miranda with a good steal, trying to get away from Kobos, but Kobos knocks it back, and a foul called on Jamie Kobos, and he can't believe it. So the Cardinals will get a free kick here about midway through their own territory. See, as Miranda, Mike Miranda just collapsed to the ground here. They're going to stop the clock. I wonder if it's exhaustion. I didn't see anything wrong with Miranda. I wonder if he just got a little tired, as they are calling for athletic trainer Abby Miller to come out onto the pitch. That would be a big loss for the Cardinals. Miranda, the striker, leading goal scorer this season for the Cardinals. He is moving and talking to her, so that's a good scene. So that's good. And Miranda will get back to his, well, he's going to sit up here. Looking to see who the Cardinals are going to sub in here for Miranda. They're going to help him to his feet. And it does look like it may be something to do with one of his legs. He is limping a little bit. The good news is, folks, that Mike Miranda is on his feet and is walking off the pitch with a little bit of assistance here from Abby Miller, our wonderful athletic trainer. One of the Cardinals' sophomore leaders. I didn't see what happened. He did just get fouled by Kobos, so maybe it was a lingering issue from the foul. Miranda walking very slowly off the pitch. They're going to sub in Giovanni Alonso to replace him, I believe. I wonder if he got cleated. I think that might... I don't want to... We'll come back. We'll circle back to that. Figueroa with the ball now. Gets it to Guerrero. Guerrero puts it up for Duarte, who's come way out of net. And a chance here. They're going to try to get it to King Remy. Remy, too much power, gets a shot off, but it was out of bounds. A goal kick coming up. Cardinals are going to send in a wave of substitutes now, as they will send number 1, Jason Blanco, into the contest. And I think that's the only sub they're going to send in. They will take Michael Hogan out. So Jason Blanco into the game for the Cardinals, giving them a little more speed. Meanwhile, on the sideline, Mike Miranda is being instructed by athletic trainer Abby Miller to roll his leg out, so it probably was an issue with the hamstring. There's an interception with Caleb Acano. Finds Guerrero. Guerrero, shot! Oh, so close! It was deflected at the last second by Rudain, but a great shot there by Gio Guerrero, and that'll bring up a corner for the Cardinals. Well, that'll wake you up. Powerful shot there by Gio Guerrero. I see what his intention was, and that was good. Good intention, good attempt there by Gio Guerrero, trying to get something going, and he was on target. Corner on its way. Ramirez will take it. And it's headed out of bounds. Another corner for the Cardinals.
Corner kick, Catonsville.
Are we going to get another series where the Cardinals have multiple corners? Remember, it was off a corner that Essex scored earlier. Could history repeat itself? 6 corners apiece for both teams. on its way. Headed out by Kobos. Guerrero fighting back to regain control. He'll dish it back to the defense. Sends it out to Taylor. Taylor breaking through, coming up, gets it to Ramirez. Ramirez finds Moti. Blocked. On the rebound, Akano shot way too high. Cardinals' aggression is showing, and it's good aggression, I'll say that much. Just unable to find the end. Essex, meanwhile, is going to put a sub in. They're going to take Kobos out of the game, it looks like, and they're going to sub in. If this gentleman could just turn around a little bit so I could see his jersey. I believe that is... that's number 3, Jaden Miller. He's checked back into the game. St. John dishes it back for Pierre, but instead it's picked up by Figueroa. Figueroa, he's had a nice game today. Some excellent plays, and he'll send that one up for Eibner. 8 minutes to go in the second half. 8 minutes to see if Catonsville can salvage a tie of this contest, or will this one go in the loss column? Regardless, it has been a very good game for Catonsville. They have played a great game. They just haven't been able to connect on offense. But that's okay. Their defense has played good too. Overall, I'd say the Cardinals have been playing much better this year compared to the previous season. So even if they lose, it is still a nice performance, considering that last year the Cardinals would regularly just kind of lay over and let the opponent just beat them up. As we've got another fan who's wandered onto the track. That's the third time that's happened during today's game. At least this one seems to be respecting our ball boy, letting him know he's got to leave. The last one, I don't think he really was. Hydera sends that one up for Ramirez, knocked away by Kevin Guerrero. And is that going to leave the park? No, it'll bounce off of our reserve nets. It won't leave the park yet. Eibner will toss in for the Cardinals, deep in enemy territory. Now Eibner trying to pass it over the middle to Moti, headed up, chance, Blanco. Deflected off of his chest out of bounds. He had a chance there. Boy, they have had so many chances here, just haven't been able to connect. Frustrating game for the Cardinals. They played a good game, but it has been a frustrating game. Taking the free kick will be Gervasoni once again. Taking the goal kick, excuse me. Again, we need a bug zapper up here. Just zap me whenever I say the wrong type of kick. Here's Hydera. Punts it down to Figueroa. Figueroa gets it up to Taylor. Taylor will send it up. Ramirez, nice pass to Hydera, back to Ramirez. Ramirez, crossing to Alonso. Deflected away. And the Cardinals will let that one roll out of bounds so they can get possession back. They'll quickly toss it in. Figueroa, quick pass to Akano. Akano finds Taylor. Taylor will send it up to Ramirez. Ramirez crosses up for Blanco. Jump, couldn't connect. And that one sent way up here. Is it going to clear into the stands? Hey, it will. And we'll roll right back out. Cardinals very quick on the toss-in. Can tell they know they've got only a few minutes left to do this one. They might have a chance here. Hydera trying to push it up. Essex player missed his assignment. Akano backs up, gets it to Taylor. Taylor finds Figueroa. Figueroa to Guerrero. Guerrero sends this one up. Missed header attempt by Alonso. And it's kept alive by Rudain. Zeese falls down, stolen away by Alonso. Alonso fighting for it. Maybe a chance. Backtracks to Ramirez. Ramirez looking. Passes down to Blanco. Blanco waiting. Nice pass. It's deflected and knocked away. But scooped up by Hydera. 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes left for the Cardinals. And they've had multiple chances. Taylor sends that one down. Gotta go fast here. Gotta go fast. Ramirez. Foul called. They're going to stop the clock. That's going to be a yellow card on Valentin. Yellow card on Emmanuel Valentin. And that'll set up a free kick deep in Wolverine territory. Cardinals getting ready to send in some subs. A frantic finish to this game coming up, folks. Cardinals offense is more so that Essex really hasn't been pressing on offense so much in these last couple of minutes. They've been retreating on defense because the Cardinals have just gotten so aggressive here. And they're going to get even more aggressive. They're about to send in some more subs, it looks like. They've also pulled Duarte deep up past midfield. So they're going to try and flood as many people as they can on the opposing side of the ball. Here comes Eibner. Figueroa will pass out to Eibner. Eibner crossing. Ramirez deflected. Should be kept alive. Valentin is there to keep it up. He sends it back. Guerrero will cover it up. Cardinals have got 2 subs ready to come in. 1 sub ready to come in, meanwhile, for Essex. Moti goes down. He got hit in the back of the head. No call. Moti is still down. Akano with the ball. Akano looking for an opening. Akano maybe getting a shot off. No. Spins away from 2 defenders. Backtracks. Moti is back on his feet if you were wondering. Eibner with the ball now. Eibner sends it down to Figueroa. Figueroa looking for an opening. Shade starting to come across the field. We got some cloud cover coming in. Guerrero puts it up. No one's home. Sends it back. Duarte's up deep enough that he's able to keep the ball on offense. Now Duarte sends a deep pass back. He's trying to get it to Ramirez. Ramirez. Collision on the header. Kept alive by Akano. Now Akano dishes it out to Eibner. Eibner looking for an opening. Eibner puts it up. Blanco. Header. No. Misses it. Over his head. Kept alive now by Essex. They kick it back out. 3 minutes to go. Oh, man. They find Hydera. Hydera will send it to Taylor. Taylor. Deep shot coming up. Rouche, instead of scooping it up, will keep it alive, and he'll scoop it up just before Blanco can get to him. And I think this will give us time to put the subs in for the Cardinals. No, they're going to wait. They're going to just go right off the bat. There is a bug flying on me. I need you to not do that right now, Mr. Bug. We're in the middle of a very tense match. Akano will dish it out to Taylor. Taylor deep pass up for Ramirez, trying to deflect to Eibner. Oh, Eibner fell. He's back on his feet. Ball went out of bounds. Possession will go to the Wolverines as in come the subs. They're going to send, it looks like Jamie Kobas is going to re-enter the contest. They're going to send Astudillo into the contest, and they're going to send Hogan into the contest. So Hogan, Astudillo, and Kobas all enter the game. Essex will toss in. This is their first meaningful offensive possession we've seen. Well, it would have been meaningful, but they're going to hold back on defense. Taylor sends that one back up. Alonso keeping it alive. Batted out of bounds. Possession back to the Cardinals. A minute and a half left. A minute and a half. Do the Cardinals have a little bit of magic? Ball went out of bounds. Possession will go back to Essex, and they will take their sweet time. They will take their sweet time in getting this one back into possession as we've got 1 minute left of the contest.
1 minute remaining, second half.
1 minute left. Essex is going to try and sit on this. They pass it in, intercepted by Akano. Akano flips it up to Alonso. Alonso, nice header, gets it to Hogan. Hogan trying to find it. It's knocked out of bounds by Zeese. No, a foul was called. Excuse me, foul was called. Again, someone get the bug zapper. 30 seconds. Seconds ticking away. This is time we don't have. The foul was on a member of the Cardinals. They're actually going to stop the clock. They're going to stop the clock because Kobos is down. He's going to climb back to his feet, though. He will get back to his feet. Clock stops with about 32 seconds to go. Kobos back on his feet, sends the free kick down. Eibner gets knocked down. Valentin with the ball now. Valentin streaking downfield. 20 seconds left. Valentin, there's a collision. No call. He's double teamed. Ball went out of bounds. Possession to the Cardinals. Got to go quick here. Got to go quick. Final seconds ticking away. Less than 10 to go. Ball goes out of bounds once again, and that probably is going to wrap it up. One last toss in by Eibner. And that's going to do it. Essex County wins it 1-0. A solid, great defensive game of soccer comes to an end. And victory will go to Essex and the Cardinals players. Multiple Cardinals players looking exhausted out there.
Thursday, October 12th, Catonsville will host Prince George's at 4 p.m. And then on Tuesday, October 17th, they will close out their homestand for the season with a game at 5 o'clock versus Potomac State. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. We hope that you've enjoyed this afternoon's contest. For now, we thank you once again for coming. We remind you to buckle up before you leave the campus, and we wish you a pleasant good evening and a safe drive home.
Well, that's going to do it for us today, folks. A painful loss here for the Cardinals today. Not one of the more painful ones of the season, but a tough loss regardless. Catonsville played well all afternoon, but comes up short here today, 1-0 to Essex. Well, the Cardinals will be on the road for the start of October. They've got 2 straight road games, and then their next home game in our next broadcast will be a week from this Tuesday as the Cardinals take on the College of Southern Maryland. Should be a good one. Only 3 more home games, 3 more broadcasts left for the season, folks. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and sign off. This is Isaac Donsky, the big man of the booth, saying goodbye as the Cardinals fall in this one, 1-0 to the Wolverines. Have a good evening, everybody.